students, as I explained some topics on the previous videos, and I have explained about the advantage of the internet. So today I will explain the disadvantage of internet. So as you can say that advantages and disadvantages both are having with the internet. So let me share the screen so that you can also watch the PDF on by which I am going to explain with you. So are you able to see this, the picture, the PDF disadvantage
Yeah.
of internet? Okay, students, so just see here. Internet has a several advantages for every individual and it's extremely popular in this modern age. So as you know that this internet is having many advantages because you people can study by live classes. You can search the study materials on the Google. You can chat your friends. You can send emails to your friend. So you can also take the online consultancy with the doctor. That means almost all the things which are related with the human life you can do online. But there are some disadvantages of the internet also. The first one is virus threat. So what are virus threat? Computers that are connected to the internet are more prone to the virus attack. So which can result the crashing of system, data loss, hardware malfunctioning, etc. So it means, students, as I explained you that the virus can come offline. That means by the hardware external devices, and it can come by the internet also. So so students, if it will come by the internet, so suppose you are searching any content on the internet. So suppose that content is having the viruses. So when you click on that content, then automatically the viruses come to your computer, and it will harm to your computer. It can lose the data. It can crash the system. It can crash the hardware. Any type of damage it can do with your computer. Okay. Next one is spamming. What are spam? It refers to unwanted emails that are commercial nature, sent indiscriminately to multiple mailing list individuals or news groups. It unnecessarily uses the system resource and can also be used to spread computer virus or other malicious software. So what are the spamming? Spamming basically, this is unwanted emails that are commercial nature. Suppose if I am talking, suppose if you have an email, let me talk about myself. I have email ID and I have account in HDFC. So I have one bank account in HDFC. So I regularly get the messages from the HDFC that I have this plan, I have this type of plan. So if any commercial thing, like if any companies know your email ID, then he will send you regularly the emails which are related with the commercial. That means related to the business. So that all messages are not that will benefited to you. That means that are not related with you, but you got that message. So this will irritate you at a time. So this is called the spamming. So you will get the emails like advertisement also. You will get so these type of messages sent in a bulk. That means a million of people got the same type of messages. This is called spamming. Next, come to theft of personal information. Internet is the main source of piracy, plagiarism, and other evil issues relating to privacy of information of an individual or an organization. One should be careful enough while handling one's personal information such as name, address, credit card, numbers, etc. as they can accessible by hackers, crackers, or personal monetary gains. Such elements can also disturb system application by spreading virus and changing programs, logics, and output. This means that if you connect with the internet, Suppose if you are doing with the online banking and you are transferring the money or you are checking the bank account of your bank account. So the hackers can hack the your credit card details, your name, your address, your phone numbers, your all the data which are required to access the money. So this type of fraud we can do online. So this is also the problems with the internet. And so hackers and crackers also access your secure information. This is a big problem of the internet. So there is a problem of plagiarism also. Plagiarism means using the duplicacy. That means suppose you made a content and someone just copied to the same content. Suppose, let me talk about, suppose you made a content of on a any topic of the computer and you post it on the internet. Someone copied it and say that this is made by me. So this is called plagiarism. Copies your things and use in and tell like that this is tell like that this is made by me. So this is called plagiarism. So it can also do by the on the internet. Next one is pornography. So this is major issue boosted by the internet. So there are major pornographic sites on the internet. They can be found easily and hazardous to the mental health of the children, because children, they are very small and they they are in the age of study. They are in the age of grow their minds. So if they will watch the pornography sites, then that will be a big problem with the children also. So this pornography is easily available on the internet. So this is a problem for the small children. Next come to the cyber terrorism. So it causes a serious threat to the world nowadays. Modern terrorist organizations perform target attacks on power plants, banks, commercial areas, or buildings of national importance. So this can be conducted remotely with the help of a mobile phone and the internet, which are less expensive the traditional terrorism methods. So, so terrorism means cyber terrorism means, suppose I have a PMO website, in India PMO website, the Indian Railways website can be hacked by the terrorism. So after hacking, he can monitor everything. He can get the details of the PMO's website. He can get the details of the railways. So this type of things also can be do with the internet also. This also comes to the terrorism, because they are not going to the place and they are not they do not murdering to anyone for getting the information. They just sitting at one place and getting all the information which are very useful for the India. So this type of things is called cyber terrorism. So this can be also happen with the internet. Next one is time wastage. This is a very important for you students. Suppose if you are searching any content on the YouTube, then you got in when you search, then related to that searching, you got many things, many videos, and there there the first lines are written a very interesting, and then
Yes,
you
sir,
go
so many videos.
then then you go you go and watch unwanted things. That means the things which are not related with you, you all watch these things. So this is also a wastage of time. Suppose you are studying the benefit of internet, you search it from on the YouTube, then one time you will found that there are many contents are besides the below of that videos. Then you will also watch it too, but it is not related with you. So this will also create a problem. So next one is, what are the next topic? Computer ethics. Basically, what is computing ethics? This is computing ethics. Students, as in your real in your life, you follows the ethics, some manners with your guardians, how you will behave with your guardians, how you will behave with your teachers, how you will behave with your other person, your elders, your grandfathers. So in the same manner, there are some ethics in the computing also. So what are the ethics, some moral ethics this, written in this book? The first one is, do not use computer technology to cause distortion of interference in other users' work. So you should not use any type of work. You should not use take the help of internet to do the problem, to interfere the others work, other person work who are working on the internet. Okay. So next one is, do not spy on another person's computer's data. Spy means watch the data. That means suppose uh, someone kept a data, that data can be secure for a particular person. So it's not good habit to watch another person data. Another that means suppose your father is made a WhatsApp group and he has chatting with someone. So you should not go to inside without asking the permission from him. You should not go inside and watch all the text, all the chats. Next one is, do not use computer technology to steal information. You should not use, that means if you are a good knowledge of the computer, so you should not use that knowledge to steal the information like credit card information, debit card information, any student details, any army information like American army information, Indian army information. Next one is, avoiding buying pirated software. Pay for software unless it's free. So you know that in the market there are the pirated softwares are available. So what are the pirated software? Pirated software means suppose if I talk about the Windows 10, so Windows 10 is also available in the market pirated. So pirated software, you will not get the updation, you will not get if any change in the in happen in the future. So you will not get all the updation, all the support from the Microsoft. So do not buy the pirated software. Also, it is a crime. It is a crime. Do not use someone else's computer resource without any authorization. Resource means do not use someone else's computer. Suppose someone kept the computer, so without asking, taking the permission, you should not use the computers of some other person. It's wrong to claim ownership on work which is out of someone else's intellect. I said this is intellectual property. Suppose someone is made a videos and you are saying this is made by me, so this is a crime. This is a crime in the internet. So you should not do like this. Before developing a software, think about the social impact can have. Suppose if you are developing a software, so you should always think about the social impact. Social impact means it should not be bad effect on the children, should not bad effect on the younger, you should not bad effect on any human bodies. Your software cannot do any harm to any body, any human bodies. So you always think about when you are starting to make the software. Next one is, be respectful and courteous with the fellow member while communicating on the internet. Suppose you are chatting, you are you are chatting on the WhatsApp, you are sending emails. So always talk, always be polite with your elder, with your that means younger, that means the person who is older to you, who is younger to you. So always be polite, always talk in the manner. So these are the some etiquettes, you can say ethics on of the computing. So students, these topics I have discussed with you on today, and these topics are very much related. Mahfouz, are you there? Mahfouz, can you listen me? Mahfouz?
Yes, sir.
So did you get everything what I explained today?
Sir, getting little, it is here in my network is not there, sir. Little I have had which I knew had to do.
Okay, don't worry. I will send the videos also in the group, and you just watch it and increase, that means know your concept. So this is the end of the today's class. Thank you students for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.